Right, we're doing lamb. We've got a beautiful, look at this, lovely shoulder of lamb, lovely leg of lamb. Shoulders of lamb used to be really good value, and ever since I did a programme on them, the price seems to have rocketed up because everyone wants them. Supply and demand, I guess, that's what it's all about. So leg, back leg, shoulder, front leg. So 2 beautiful cuts. This little baby you can roast hard and fast for about 1 hour and 20 minutes and have it blushing inside, or you know, slightly pink. Or you can do it for 3 hours and just have it sort of falling apart. This little mama wants to be slow cooked, no matter what. So this fella's done a lot of work, a lot of eating in his life. So this is tough, sinewy meat, right? Which there's nothing bad with that. You just got to slow cook it 4.5 hours, so all those sinews melt and it becomes sticky and delicious and pull apart and delicious. So I want to show you a little marinade first. The world of spices is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Spices were a form of money, a cash, and spices represented countries far, far away. So imagine being an old squanter in England 300 years ago, right? And you've got turnips and cabbage, you know, over the place. You know, there's a very much an English sort of flavourings. And then the boats turn up and this gear. Look at it. Look at the colours, for crying out loud, right? All these shapes, all this stuff. Imagine smelling cumin for the first time. Do you know what I mean? Like, phenomenal. Cloves. What on earth is that? So we've got cloves going in there, about 5 or 6. You've got about a heaped teaspoon of cumin, a little pinch of saffron, still one of the most expensive things in the world by weight.
Why is it so expensive, James?
Because it's the stamen, which is the reproductive part of the crocus, right? And actually, like, you've only got, I think, 2 of those in each crocus. So some very patient person has to remove these. Do you know what I mean? A lot comes from Spain now, and you know, nowadays China and India. But historically, at my local town, 7 miles down the road, is called Saffron Walden because it was all planted with crocus fields, right? So we only need about half as much of that, and of course you'll get that kind of that sweetness. Coriander seeds, almost like kind of savoury tea, spicy. Ginger, fragrance. You got mace here, which is the outer. I wish I could show you some. I haven't got any. It's like a almost. It's from the outer casing of a nutmeg. So it's the bit between the shell and the nutmeg. Incredible.
Is this a garam masala you're making?
Yeah, it's kind of a garam masala. Yeah, a garam masala is like you can buy it already made, but it's nice to do it yourself. Turmeric. But you know, like many things, like Chinese 5 or 7 spice, you know, you get different selections of stuff. But you know, this stuff you guys should have in your larders. You can buy it once every year. You know, just get all the leftover jam jars you've got. You know, spices. What a, you know, buy a bit of chicken, buy a bit of cod. You know, boring old life. No, just, you know, just a bit of butter and a pinch of cumin. Nice. You know, experiment, try things. Do you know what I mean? What a lovely celebration of food. And also spices. I mean, look, I'm going to cut a long story short. If you use spices and herbs in your cooking, right, you will be healthier. Full stop, right? Because herbs and spices have such an incredible medicinal effect. You know, settling your stomach, good diuretic, cleanses your liver, good for skin, antioxidants, you know, thins your blood, X, Y, Z, right? Not only that, it gives wonderful flavour to your cooking, so you don't have to use as much salt. Although you should season, you don't have to use as much because you've got this lovely flavour here. So,
knowing people are busy too, though, James. If somebody had garam masala on hand, they had somebody coming over for dinner in the night, that was just a, you know, it was a bit of a last minute, but they wanted to make a nice marinade.
Yeah.
Can they use garam masala?
Oh yeah, garam masala, fine. You know, or you can get various pastes, rub it on there, bang it in the oven. But I don't really see this as a Monday to Friday, or Monday to Thursday dinner. Do you know what I mean? This is sort of like an event, you know. So, you know, there's a big lump of meat, it costs a couple of quid, bit of love, you know. And if I weren't yapping and, you know, talking about all this, you know, this is a 2-minute job, honestly. Nice bit of pepper and salt as well. You know, a couple of teaspoons of seasoning. Right. So I'm going to put this into a pan now. Shaky, shaky, woo woo.
No olive oil at all?
No, we're just toasting it. Bring it back to life. You could have done it before I banged it up or after. But actually before is probably better because it makes it easier to crack everything up. So there's my spices, guys. And you know what? Experiment. Try. If you've got the seasoning there, if you know, if you're subtle in your approach, you'll be all right.